Hello and welcome to another action-packed edition of Sports This Morning. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm Austin Okonakman.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
Good morning, it's glad you could join us again. I'm Taya Salam.
Okay, off to Rubavu in Rwanda we go, where today that crucial game between Nigeria and Guinea will be played at the 2016 African Nations Championship. Now, in Nigeria, the talk is that the Super Eagles must fly.
Definitely, that is obvious. Why one athlete who loves flying over our opponents, talking about Serena Williams, she's at it again, of course. She had to dismantle Maria Sharapova for the 18th time. And, well, Sharapova, I think she would just have to be thinking of how to beat Serena, or maybe she would never be able to beat her again.
Oh, what a day. Devastating loss for Maria Sharapova, but Serena is playing so well, so I'm not surprised, Austin. From Australia, we go to America, where in the matchup of the best two teams in the NBA, the Golden State Warriors routed the San Antonio Spurs 120-90 to confirm their status as the title favorites. What a match. Cecilia, you were disappointed with that result when you saw it.
Come on, 30 points. They're the second best team in the West. I was looking at it, I was like, okay, if you just take a look at the Golden State Warriors, I mean, the teams in the past 8 days, right? Okay, they've beaten big teams. Cleveland Cavaliers over 30 points. Chicago Bulls over that, and now San Antonio Spurs. So it shows they're definitely the best in the West.
Title favorites.
And the last time I spoke to Sonny Young, I said, look, let's not joke over this. Let's test every player in that team for the alien DNA, because I don't get how you beat the San Antonio Spurs with 30 points.
Incredible.
That's just crazy. Unbelievable. Because that's a good team.
Yeah, that's the second best team in the NBA right now, and a lot of people are already, having like a preview of what to expect in the Western Conference final. But the Warriors are not thinking about that. It was an opportunity for them to lay down the marker, and that's what they did. And it was just an incredible game. It wasn't close at all. And although you have to say, San Antonio missed Tim Duncan, but the absence of one man doesn't mean it should just fall like a pack of cards like that.
But I think it shows maybe Tim Duncan actually have that leadership presence.
Of course it does.
Whenever he's there. So it shows, and it was so obvious that even the former coach Steve Kerr, who returns, is actually the second game in charge for him now since returning from back surgery and all that. So he was watching in dismay, wondering what's happening to my former team. They just collapsed in front of Golden State Warriors. I think San Antonio Spurs really need to show that they want to be the best, and the only way you can actually be that best in the West is for you to, beat the very best.
Yes,
they've been on a 13-game winning streak. I was thinking, okay, if they get to win, beat the Warriors, definitely they might just extend it and even, break the record in the Warriors set this season. But they had to snap it up at 13.
Yes, we'll talk more about it later on the show. But
okay, Australian.
I don't know.
I'm looking at your face.
I know, and I'm wondering why you
you had a bit of, I don't know where you got that hope from. Maybe just a little bit.
No, he loves the odds.
Okay, the odds.
First round wasn't bad. The first set.
6-4, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, 6-4 isn't bad. And, but you see, guys, stand up for the champion. Serena Williams knows how to step up for the big occasion. And I think she can go on to win this title.
Oh, surely.
Yeah.
She's the odds-on favorite to retain her title, to make it Grand Slam number 22 and counting. I say I'm counting because she's going to win a couple more, barring any serious injuries this year.
I'm looking at
confirmation of the results. Incredible. 6-4, 6-1 over Maria Sharapova. Incredible. I saw it coming. I thought Sharapova tried really well in the first set. She resisted, 4 games apiece until Serena just blew out off the court. And the second set, 6-1 was a no contest. Serena Williams, what a player, what an athlete at 34. To still be moving around like that, it's just incredible. It's one of the best late career runs I've seen in my life. In sports, 34 years of age, and still playing this at this level. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it simply shows that when you're watching the highlights, it shows that Serena Williams, she's definitely not ready to actually leave the sport yet. And the only way Maria Sharapova can actually, match her will be if Serena is injured or she stopped playing tennis.
That's the only way. That's what it looks like.
Yesterday we were talking about the fact that why not just look at her and say, okay, I'm not playing Serena, I'm playing someone else.
But that's not possible, though.
It's not. It's not at all.
I remember I threw the question to Austin yesterday about how do you handle...
Maybe we can just listen to her. Okay.
I was asking Austin, how do you handle someone that has beaten you 17 times in a row and you said pray about it?
Pray.
I'm not sure whether Maria Sharapova prayed about it. I can't.
At some point, you could see that Sharapova was thinking she could leave, or maybe it wasn't a wavering faith that she had. It's just, I don't know.
She said something that got me thinking. She says, playing Serena Williams is motivating because she's at a different level. She makes you go back to the drawing board, not just for me, but for many other players. She makes you work. That's so inspiring. Okay, this one is coming from Serena Williams. I mean, after beating someone for the 18th time, and you're saying she's an incredibly intense, focused player who, was #1 and has won so many Grand Slams for a reason. So when you're playing someone like that, that's so great. You have to come out with a lot of fire and intensity for the 18th consecutive time. Come on.
Super story.
Okay, this is coming from her. She says it's motivating because she is at a different level. She makes you go back to the drawing board, not just for me, but for many other players. She makes you work. That's so inspiring. Coming from Maria Sharapova.
Austin is not saying a lot.
Okay, now Roger Federer, okay, that was actually another big top player. I mean, for 18th win at the Australian Open, that's big for him. He says, Thomas has caused me a lot of problems over the years, but it's been a pleasure playing against him. He is the type of player who makes you better. It's coming from Roger Federer. I thought I played a good match. I was aggressive, hard writing in there. It was good conditions to play in. Okay, I hope you play better when the condition is better, because up next for him, if Djokovic gets to beat Kai Nishikori, both of them will be meeting in the semi-finals. And that game is about starting this morning. So we just hope that Nishikori gets to beat Djokovic so that Federer can beat Nishikori and he gets to win the Australian Open. That's what I think.
Okay. Well, let's go back to Serena Williams and our talk. Good show of the sportswomanship now and fair play in action, coming out to say, look, Mariah deserves some respect. And I'm like, hey, you keep beating Mariah like she doesn't know how to play tennis. And then back to the game we're expecting today. I said yesterday that I'm scared for Kai Nishikori, but I'm worried for Novak Djokovic, because if he plays the same way he did in his last game, then he's going to be in big trouble, because Kai Nishikori is hitting those balls very hard at the moment, you know. And I mean, that's one of the guys that can create an upset. He's been to the final of a Grand Slam event, and he understands what it takes to advance. So it's not going to be the sort of expectation that the whole world is expecting from Novak Djokovic. Kai Nishikori can look at himself and say, I can just do this. There was a time we were expecting a Novak Djokovic and a Federer in the final, and then we ended up seeing Kai Nishikori and Marin Cilic.
Yes.
It can happen. I mean, it's been a grand slam of upsets. I'm not putting everything that Kai is going to win, because I heard these guys will come here tomorrow and say that Kai Nishikori to win. And it happen.
Yeah, but I get your point. Djokovic cannot afford to have the kind of game he played against Gilles Simon in the last one, where there were loads of unforced errors. And if he does that against Kai Nishikori, he's going to get punished then. So I believe he will be a lot more focused in this one, and he will go on to win and get to the semi-finals. Come on, Djokovic is on pace to win this Grand Slam for a 6th time. I have no doubt about that.
And Cecilia believes Federer can do it?
I believe he can do it.
I like the fact that I made you stutter. You know how it feels now.
No, I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, Federer, he's done so well. He's 34 also. I mean, he's playing good tennis, and as a player, when you're watching him, you just want to keep watching him. You just don't want to stop. He's got that flair. I don't know. He's got everything.
Yeah, well,
when it comes to tennis.
Legend,
so it's someone you just really love watching, and he's trying so hard to actually, win 18th Grand Slam. He hasn't been able to do that. He's on 17 and he's stuck there.
Yeah.
With the way Djokovic is playing, he might definitely catch up with him if he continues the way he played, 2015.
But why are you guys not expecting an upset from the men's category?
That's what I'm saying. I'm
when
like,
Federer wins, it's not an upset.
It's at 34. I'm looking at the age, and I'm looking at the last time he won a Grand Slam was in 2012, right? That's the last time he won a Grand Slam. So you're looking at the years that he hasn't won. You're looking at the fact that he has been to like how many finals he gets to meet Djokovic, and Djokovic gets to beat him. So if he gets to beat Djokovic this time around, to me, I think he should just retire. He should know that yes, I've been able to achieve something. I've been waiting for.
Success comes with my expectations.
Yes.
Leighton Hewitt just he retired. He played his last game at the Australian Open. He's 34. He'll be 35 next month. You're looking at the age, and he won 2 Grand Slams. So
but Leighton is now winning in recent times. Not even ATP titles. Federer is still going strong. He's still beating the young guys. I mean, if he can beat Thomas Berdych is a difficult player, and made it look easy against Thomas Berdych. So I think Federer has still got some quality. Maybe when he meets Djokovic, it's just something that says to him that, look, you're not as young as this guy, you're not as strong as this guy, and the guy just, capitalizes on that and pushes Federer away.
Acts like Sharapova.
Serena plays Agnieszka Radwanska next, and you wonder what the chances she has against Serena. For me, because I have to go back to that head-to-head again, it's just incredible how she's dominated our fellow tennis professionals for a while now. 8-0. They met 8 times. She's won all 8.
Nobody has a better record.
That's to
her.
It's just a bit boring, though.
I know. Now you guys see why I crave for auditing.
Okay.
Let's leave the gist.
Yes. Maybe Adeshewa, she should be able to say something about this one. I mean, when you have someone just dominating and she's beating everybody, she's just winning everything.